This one for the ladies, man. Let me tell you something, baby. Ain't no real man finna sit up here and chase you. And it ain't cause he want princess treatment. It ain't cause he's sassy and wanna be chased himself. Reason why ain't no real man gonna chase you is this right here. If I gotta chase you, that mean you running from me. And if you running from me, that mean you don't really want me. And if you don't want me and I'm trying to make you want me, ain't that kinda rapey? Ain't that kinda creepy? Yeah, grow your ass up, girl. Learn how to communicate. Say what it is you want. And when you see what you want, if it ain't approaching you, maybe you make the first move. It ain't that big a deal. Get out that archaic bullshit where he gotta approach me. He got to do all the work and all you gotta do is be pretty. Get your ass out of Disneyland, baby. We grown.
Trying never works, does it?
No.
So you knew that before you started, that it wouldn't work as long as you tried. Because if I asked you to, try to pick up that chair, go ahead, try to pick it up.
Pick it up.
I said, try to pick it up. No, you picked it up. I said, try to pick it up.
Oh, for sake.
Do what you've been doing with your husband, and let's see if we can figure out why it's not working.
This has nothing to do with...
What you did just now is what you've been doing with your husband. You don't do it, and you don't not do it. You...
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, buddy.
That's all good, dude.
We don't have to talk, man. I can just sit here with you for a minute.
I'm often asked about how feminism works with modern dating. Who pays for dinner? Who pays for the first date? Who pays for the first time they go to cinema or the first holiday? Most women, I find, would actually like the guy to pick up the tab. Why? Because that shows that the guy is there to protect the girl, the woman going forward. That they are there to be the provider, that they are there to be the one who would look after them going forward. So guys, as expensive and as difficult as it might be, sometimes you're just going to have to step up.
And once again, that's what this modern society would want you to do. Just step up. Regardless of what she's doing, just step up. No. Stop wasting your money on women that are playing games. Period. Oh, would you tell your son that? Yes. Do not go out there wasting money on a woman that's playing games. If you need some help, you come ask me. You go ask your uncles. You go ask your grandfather. You can even ask your grandmother. and because I know and she'll give you some good advice, go ask your mom, your aunt. It don't matter. But we're not giving no money away. Now, that don't mean it won't happen. It just means we're trying to limit the chances of you wasting your resources.
I do not see how y'all be able to use certain guys. Like, I'm so glad I got my own money, because if I had to depend on a man's money, I would be screwed. I'm talking about some of y'all are so unbearable to the point where it's like blacklist. No, I'm not using you to get my nails done, get nothing to eat. I'm sitting right here on a full belly, about to go get my nails and my feet done. I'm good. You feel me? Make sure you make your own money so you don't have to stick around and put up with things that you do not want to. Hashtag absolutely not.
That's the price of being lazy and being a bum. This is not a cautionary tale, and you're not warning them. They're there because they don't want to work. They are there because they don't want to have any responsibility.
Apparently, men and women view this interaction completely opposite. Watch it for a second and tell me what you think.
Did you have your answer yet? Almost every woman asked about this interaction said that there was some form of sexual tension that they could see going on in the body language and how they were behaving. Almost every man that was interviewed said there was some form of aggression and it looked like those two guys hated each other. Which one do you think it was?
Couple of white boys talking. That's exactly what it looks like. Don't look like nothing else. So this is a joke. Look at it. Looks like they're talking. That looks like they're catching up. Relax. Hey, bro. So how's the family going? Oh man, we're doing great. How are you? Oh, we're doing all right. Just talk. Just relaxing. Just taking it easy. That's it. Nothing else.
The one thing that I realized is life gets a whole lot easier when you just don't care no more. You don't care who you lose no more. You don't care who comes and goes. You don't care about the drama. Standing alone don't scare you. Expecting things from people is a little bit too much. When you expect, you just get disappointed. But when you accept things for what they are, to be a little bit more prepared for what to come. When people turn their back on you, and you know how people are, and you expect it to happen anyways, you can deal with the situation a little bit more different. That's why I will always say, don't never think they would, because that's exactly when they're going to do it. That's why I would never waste my time putting my effort and my energy if they're not trying to show me the same thing back. I want whoever wants me. I'm going to give you exactly what you give me. I'm not going above and beyond, and I'm going to always put me first. I'm going to support who supports me, and I'm only doing what people would do for me. If that type of mindset, you'll be a lot less stress, you'll have a lot less drama, and you'll have a lot more peace in your life. Nowadays, that's the way you got to look at things. That's the way you got to be. Believe what I say, life will be a lot more easier if you think that way.
I'll be honest with you, big gay people are scary to me. What do you mean? When I'm like standing by myself and 3 gay dudes are next to me touching my leg, I get scared. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. If that's homophobic, then I'm that.
Yeah. Does that happen a lot?
No, it just happened one time.
Recently?
Well, that's why I got arrested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were sort of being groped and surrounded.
I'm not gonna say that because my lawyer said, "Oh fuck, dude."
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We can back up.
I am wrong for touching anyone ever, and that's the end of my statement on this whole shit.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Moving back to like what kind of things would set off that Napoleon complex?
Being challenged, my masculinity being challenged, somebody touch my girl, or touch my kid, or
That's real.
I'm good with gay. Be gay over there though. Don't be gay in my lap.
Imagine if it was a woman, blacked out drunk, at Mardi Gras, getting groped by 3 big ass straight dudes. Shit, all 3 of them getting locked the hell up. You know what I'm saying? All 3 of them getting locked the hell up. I ain't heard nothing wrong. Yeah, his actions was fucked up. It fits the damn narrative of Shy Dog, but you as a man cannot tell me that you wouldn't just even consider defending your asshole, bro. You know what I mean? Like, what we talking about? What we talking about, dog?
So I see, or I've heard a lot of women in the comments talk about, well, did anybody ask what he was wearing? Or, now you understand how a woman feels. And the fact of the matter is, men have always known how women felt. They've always known. But a lot of times when a man asks, what were you wearing? He's trying to problem solve. Like, what was happening? Well, I was wearing this shirt with my chest out and my skirt. And then, okay, where were you at? Where's all your friends? What's going on? What he's essentially trying to do, and I know it probably doesn't read that way, is he's trying to secure the perimeter. Men think a certain way about security. They think about, if I were going out, I wouldn't do this, common sense. If I were here in this situation, I wouldn't do this, common sense. But a lot of women don't think like that. They just go out, I just want to have fun. It doesn't matter. We're going to F up the night, sort of Beyonce type stuff. And they go out there and do that without worrying about what's going to happen. They'll be at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, just walking down. And the majority of this type of stuff happens to the person that you know. So it's not going to really happen with a stranger, statistically speaking. But for those instances, right, where it is a stranger, that's why they're asking. Like, say, for instance, if you had a mass, I don't want to say the word. You had somebody that was coming in and using a weapon that would take people out, eliminate people quickly. The first person, if somebody got hit in the leg or something like that, I'm running out there. I'm trying to make sure that I don't die, but I'm running out there, grabbing you and pulling you back behind the car or something like that, so I don't get hit. And then if I can, I'm trying to find where the person with the weapon is, and I'm trying to take them out. Then once I take them out, I'm dragging you to the truck or the car, and I'm trying to take you to the hospital. On the way to the hospital, I'm trying to figure out details because I'm trying to prevent this from happening again. And for a lot of women, it comes across as tone deaf because, like, do you see what happened to me? I'm in shambles. Make sure to check and see if I'm all right first. So just ask that question. So the flow for a lot of men would go, okay, we secure the perimeter. Like I said, we're in the truck, we're on the way. We get to the hospital. Is everything okay? What happened? Da, 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 da. And ask, okay, so why were you even out there? What's going on? Like, what's happening? Right? Even when the man comes and picks up the daughter from, or the woman or whatever it is from the situation, he's going to be checking the area to secure the perimeter. So he's not going to be asking, he might not ask if you're okay. He might run in there amped up, looking for the person who did this to see if they're still in the area, catch them. That person, if they're caught, would get a beat down before y'all even go to the hospital. So you're just sitting in the car crying, but that person is getting beaten down and then left on the street, and the cops going to come, and then we're going to take you to the hospital or wherever it needs to be taken care of. Men a lot of times secure the perimeter. And a part of securing the perimeter, and I understand it sounds tone deaf, and it probably is, but a part of securing the perimeter is like, okay, so I built this fence, right? So when you go outside this fence, or if you go outside this fence, you need to have a certain level of protection on, because that's what I would do. I would automatically think that. That's automatically how I think, right? So I understand what you guys are saying, and the point, well, you know, did anybody ask what he was wearing? Did anybody, well, now you know how women feel, yada, yada, yada. Well, like I said, men have always known how you felt. But I think a lot of times, and I'm sorry for the men who ask those questions in bad faith, but for the men that were there asking those questions, they're probably trying to make sure that this never happens again. Can you imagine? It's horrible even if it happens to his daughter even once. But if it happens to his daughter over multiple times, a man's not going to want that. A man is ready to eliminate somebody over that. I'm telling you. So he's asking these questions. Okay, stay behind me. Don't do this. Stay out of the way of this. And a lot of times he'll be more vigilant if that happens so that it won't. So he try to make sure it won't happen again.
I hear so many women say, I don't want to be independent. I want to be a dependent. And I get it. Everybody wants to live that soft girl lifestyle where they can just kick their feet up, not have to do anything, cater to their man. But baby, you gotta know that comes with a lot. Okay, that means you're going to be dependent on that man to get you everything you want, need, and have. And what happens when you don't have that man anymore? What happens when those feelings change and he wants somebody else? You gonna go out into the world, no skills, no money, and barely to your name. So I need y'all to move smart. Yes, the idea sounds lovely, sounds amazing, but set yourself up for success always, okay? I need you to have your own money, your own bank account, okay? I need you to get you a skill set while you were with this man. I need you to make sure you are okay. Keep yourself up. Keep doing your hobbies. Don't stop that career. Keep staying in the gym. Keep doing what you're doing before you met that man. But enjoy everything about that man as well, okay? But just don't lose sight of you. Don't forget, I'm your girl, J Monique, and two can play that game. Make sure you like, comment, and share to a friend that needs to hear this.
Now, y'all talking about men be looking? Y'all be talking about men be staring at women? Them women over there fighting for their lives. Young and old. They fighting for their life.
Whenever you see that the offending partner, the cheater, steps out, I'm going to say this to anybody who has ever been betrayed. I'm going to speak to you all. I'm sure there's been a lot of people who've been betrayed and they have dealt with infidelity before. Their betrayal is a reflection of their choices, not your worth. So don't attach your worth to what choices they made.
When it comes to babies, moms just do more and know more, and dads get such a pass. Like, I was on a flight recently, and I was standing in line for the bathroom, and there was this dad in front of me with his daughter. And she looked about my son's age, so I said, "Oh, she's cute. How old?" And he gave me the most dad reply I've ever heard in my life. He just went, "I don't know." Changes every month. It's hard to keep track. And he said it with no sense of guilt or shame. He was just like, "My wife isn't here. Why would I have access to that information at this time?" And moms do all this extra work, but we always get depicted in things as the nags and the killjoys, and dads always get depicted as the fun-loving good time, and nothing exemplifies this more than the song "The Wheels on the Bus." Okay, so we all know this song. I've been listening to it on repeat. My son hates it, but I think it's a jam, and it goes through all the people on the bus. Do you know what it says the mommies on the bus say? Shh. It says the mommies on the bus say shh, shh, shh. That's aggressive. Do you know what it says the daddies on the bus say? I love you. It says the daddies on the bus say, "I love you." First off, that is not what the daddies on the bus say. The daddies on the bus are like, "Babe, did you bring a diaper bag? Do you have extra formula? Do you know where the baby is?" I said that last week at a gig. I said, "Do you know what the daddies on the bus say?" And a woman from the back row just shouted, "They're not there."
You would like to think that they aren't there, but once again, in the song, the daddies are actually there and they're present. The daddy isn't there in your scenario because y'all don't see anybody outside of yourself, and you think that you're the only one doing any work.
An uncommon truth is that most men have never felt safe inside of love into a relationship, because that man is literally always dealing with some level of insecurity, uncertainty, and they're in survival mode constantly. They don't get to relax. Even whenever you out and about with them, if you pay attention to that man is checking exes. He know what's going on around him. He's never calm, cool, collected. You having a great date. You just over there, like you don't care what's going on around. That man is in survival mode constantly. And even whenever he deals with life, his nervous system has forgot what it means to relax, because he's always worried about what's next. It's up to you to be his peace, his emotional support, to the level that his nervous system actually relaxes around you, to where he can feel some kind of sense of calm. And not for nothing, you may be the first person in his life that he's ever felt safe with. You may be the first relationship that he's ever felt safe in. And that'll be beautiful for him. And not for nothing, for you.
How to turn your wife's blow up into a great thing. Let's say your wife blows up and says something wild and you feel disrespected. Now you've got two options. React in ego, snap back, get cold, pull away, throw her behavior in her face, or lead her out of it with strength, stillness, and love. Here's how you do that. Stay composed. Do not match her tone. Don't escalate. Your calm is power. Next, assume the best. Remind yourself she's not the enemy. She's just overwhelmed. Then take action anyway. Do not freeze. Handle your responsibilities. Continue to lead the home, which leads to loving above and beyond. The dust will settle, so walk over, hold her, say something that disarms, make her smile, not because she earned it, but because you are the thermostat. What happens next? She'll feel safe, and deep down, she will feel convicted, not because you shamed her, but because you refuse to mirror the mess. That's what changes her, that's what builds trust, and that's what resets the atmosphere of your marriage.
I think this is good. I think it works with ladies who know how to take accountability, but a lot of times modern women don't do that. So, this kind of advice is, more of an enabling behavior for them.
So I've been married to my husband for 22 years now, and a question that I get a lot, especially in my DMs, is usually from women who are going through it and marriages are on the rocks, and they want to know, how did you stay married that long? And honestly, the key to my marriage is communication. You have to talk things out. Like when you guys get mad at each other, you can't just give each other the silent treatment. First of all, the silent treatment is very psychologically damaging. And what's the point of just kind of stomping around the house, not speaking to the other person? And frankly, that is sort of how I grew up in my family. If my mom and dad got mad at each other, they simply wouldn't talk to each other. And it would suck the life out of the room. We don't lord things over each other too. We don't bring up the past. We also act 100% as a team when we're in public. We never make fun of each other. We always take each other's sides. And if one of us says or does something that annoys us publicly or inadvertently makes the other person feel bad, we talk about it in private. We never throw each other under the bus in front of other people. And that's something that I see a lot of couples doing, unfortunately. And none of us is perfect. I don't want to judge. But honestly, what a horrible feeling to not be backed up by your significant other in public. Another thing that especially my husband does is he gets me these little gifts. He really pays attention to my likes and my dislikes. But you know what I love more than his big extravagant gifts? I love the small little gifts that he gives me. He'll go to Starbucks and get me a little snowman cookie. He's just really thoughtful. He notices everything. He's not like a lot of other husbands and boyfriends that I see where the wives and girlfriends literally say, I don't want to leave him alone in a room for fear of what he'll say or do. We both have our own hobbies and pastimes. Say, this looks really pretty. So we allow ourselves time to breathe. And then when we're together, we're rediscovering ourselves. You can take that any way you want. Lastly, I think the thing that really works for us is we're literally polar opposites. Oops, blush blindness. Seriously though, he's like this over 6 foot tall, blonde, white, Viking looking king, and I'm this fabulous Caribbean queen that he adores. And personally, I think that's why we work so well. I freaking lucked out when I found him, and I know like all of this will probably make some of you barf, but I am telling you guys this because I don't want you guys to settle. I truly do feel that right person is out there if you just put yourself first and never settle. And stop paying mind to some of these scrubs that slide into your DMs. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, but your logic falls apart because these modern women aren't actually wanting to do the work. So they're not going to be able to keep the guy like you have. I mean, number one. Number two, they think they're the prize. So you saying, I lucked out. They're not going to say that. They're going to say he lucked out. He should be so happy. The privilege is all, it's his. Like the privilege is his. He's the one who's getting the benefit of having me around. My beauty, but then my divine feminine, but then my personality, but then my connection, my job. I'm a strong and independent woman. I don't need no man. He should be happy that I chose him. So no, this advice is going to fall on deaf ears just because they think they're all of that.
Well, one of the most common mistakes I think that couples make is what someone called child-centered parenting. It's when you design your whole life and marriage around your kids. And that can feel so right because you love your kids, but it's actually bad for your kids and it's bad for your marriage. And this is going to make people mad, but I'm just going to say it. Like when you design your whole world around your kids think that the whole world revolves around them. And that's not good for your kids. When I would come home early in our marriage, we had little kids, the kids would always run to me, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. And I would always say, Mommy gets the first kiss. Mommy gets the first kiss. And they'd grab onto my legs and I'd walk across the room and I'd give Amy the first kiss because I wanted to send a very real message. And it was fun for them. It was kind of a little game, but I wanted them to know I love their mom, and they will feel more secure when the parent's relationship is secure than when they're in the middle of our lives. And I always tell people the best way to love your kids is to invest in your marriage. It's little things. It's prioritizing a date night. There's nothing magical about a date night, but if you do say, hey, one night a week or one night a month, we're getting away to be together, it will give you the opportunity for emotional bonding and working through issues. A little getaway. It's not easy. It's not natural, but I promise you, it's always worth it.
Yeah, I don't know if I could have said it better. We've talked about this a lot, and we tend to get a lot of backlash, especially from moms who feel like we're promoting neglecting children. So children's needs absolutely need to be met. And in no way are we saying that you should be neglecting your kids. But we have far too many husbands, some of your husbands, showing up in our inbox who are heartbroken because they feel like their wives give all of their energy and attention and focus to the kids and have nothing left over. Your husband should not be getting your leftovers. He should be getting your first. He should be getting your best, because not only does it keep your marriage strong and thriving, but it is the example for your children. And yes, if they think that children are the center of the family, then guess what? When they grow up and have their own children, they will make their children the center of their world, and they're going to have a spouse that feels neglected and unloved. Too many divorces are happening because the marriage is no longer nurtured because the kids took top priority. So I'm not saying the kids don't have needs that are important. Of course they do, but they should not trump your marriage. You will actually have happier, healthier children if they see an example like this one, where the marriage is the number one priority and investment, and then they will have a good example so that they can pursue a healthy marriage in the future as well.
This is what men continue to say in relationships. I'm last priority. I'm always last priority, especially if you're dating a single mother. I'm always last priority, man. I'm always a last priority. Like if she come home and she cook for the kids, she do all this stuff, I'm always last priority. I'm not getting any intimacy, and I'm doing all the stuff I'm supposed to be doing. And she says, it's not just me talking. It's her saying, yeah, you're perfect, you're this, you're that, but I'm just tired, this, and this. She never makes time for me.
Unpopular opinion, men just can't seem to catch a break whenever it comes to dating, baby. Because if he shows you too much interest, you feel like he's love bombing. If he plays it too cool, you feel like he's boring. If he opens up to you emotionally too early, you feel like he's sassy. If he's too confident, all of a sudden he's too cocky. If he has boundaries, you feel like he's doing too much. If he shows you any level of vulnerability, you feel like he's too weak for you. If he tries to lead you in any way, shape, or form, you feel like he's controlling. Sis, do you even know what you want? Do you know what you expect from that man? Because you giving him all kind of mixed signals and he don't know what to do. Shit, I don't know what you want him to do either whenever I hear some of this stuff that y'all be saying. Half of y'all standards ain't even standards. It's shit that you make up in the moment just to go with the vibe. So if you don't know what you want, you can't expect for that man to know what to give you.
Let me say this clearly. If you're a young person right now, especially a young man, and you feel overwhelmed, distracted, angry, lost, or numb, I get it. You are living in the most overstimulated moment in human history. Endless opinions, endless comparisons, endless noise. And then adults turn around and ask, what's wrong with you? No wonder people crash out. This isn't about excusing bad behavior. Actions still matter. Accountability still matters. But we have to be honest, we're expecting kids to be raised by cell phones, by social media, by people online who don't even know how to run their own lives. People who've never learned discipline, never learned structure, never learned how to grind through a process and become something on purpose. I know this because if it weren't for discipline, real discipline, sports, structure, men who demanded more of me, I would have been a mess. Not because I was bad, but because nobody is born knowing how to aim their life. That's taught. That's modeled. That's mentored. And right now, too many young men are listening to loud voices that are angry, insecure, and lost. People who confuse dominance with strength and bitterness with confidence. That's not leadership, guys. That's noise. Real strength builds, real confidence steadies, real men, and creates direction. If you're young and watching this, you're not broken. You're not doomed. You're not alone. There are people stepping in. There are men willing to guide, teach, and walk with you. This is just the beginning. Stay with me. We're about to do something that can change lives. I guarantee it.
A lot of times you're talking about to young men, but a lot of times, whether you're middle aged or older, you have to walk through life by yourself, right? So you have friends and things of that nature, but you're expected to create your own pathway, and then find somebody to share it with, which would be a woman, and basically give all that up. And men are not really supported by the society that we're in, right? And it's funny because modern women will say, well, why don't you go, build you a society? Why don't you go build you friends and things of that nature? And a man will go and build another space where men come to hang out and they come to thrive, but then women will come in and infiltrate it. Think of the NFL. Think of the NBA. Those spaces for men, where men can come in. They did the whole thing to where it's not just a couple of guys getting together in a rec center. It's us. We want to make this a business. And men say, yeah, man, I'll come and support. I'll come and see that, man. I love that, man. That's entertainment. You have wrestling. Men, that's a space for men. Men go in there and they do that. You have trading cards, a lot of anime, things of that nature. Those are spaces where men can come and hang out, and gaming, hang out and release themselves and be free and just let their imagination go wild and run wild. But guess who comes in and talks about, why are you in this space? Why are you playing so many games? Why are you watching so much anime? Why are you doing this and that? Modern women.
Most women don't initiate because they think that it means I want to do full-blown X-rated stuff right now. But initiation is actually just opening a tiny little doorway. It's not about wanting sex, it's about signaling openness. Because for 85% of women, that desire isn't going to really even kick in until after you start fooling around. So replace do I want sex right now with am I open to exploring my turn-ons? Because you don't need desire to initiate, you just need a doorway of turn-on to walk through. And if you're not sure what turns you on, comment type to take my free quiz that'll tell you.
Right into it. Who the fuck gave y'all this title to call yourselves single mothers? Y'all bitches is not single mothers. Y'all are difficult bitches. A single mother is a female who raises her children or child alone because the father of her children or child is either incarcerated, deceased, or just a flat out deadbeat. So if your baby father doesn't fall under any of those categories, you're not a single mother. Some of y'all are baby mothers. You let the father see the kid, but you're just irritating. You're toxic. You want to argue. You want to be with him. Ugh, y'all know what y'all are. Y'all love that title. But the rest of y'all bitches are difficult bitches. Put that shit in your bio. You're not a boy mom. You're a difficult bitch. I call you up to get my kid. You say, yeah, it's cool, but let me ask you a question. You still with that bitch? What that got to do with anything? Click. You hang up. Now you sending him a long paragraph telling him how you're never going to see your kids, how he's getting put on child support. Does that sound like a fucking single mother to you? Or does that sound like a difficult bitch? Does this sound like a mother who's fucking tired, posted on fucking Instagram? Oh, I need a break. Postpartum is so fucking hard. You got the break, bitch. You so tired, but you got a whole bunch of mouth to argue with a nigga who just want to see his kid. You're not a single mother. You're a difficult bitch. When you bitches have conversations and you try to make yourselves a victim out, yeah, girl, I was with my kids all week and I'm a single mother. Stop telling bitches that. Tell her I'm a difficult bitch. My baby father want to see my kid, but because he don't want to be with me and because I think I run the shit over here, shit don't go how I go, how I say, then shit's not going. Why don't y'all start telling people that? Y'all bitches is not single fucking parents. Leave that shit in 2025 too. Pack that shit up.
Yo, excuse me. You're like really cute.
Bro, this is my girlfriend.
No. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about you, bro. I was talking about you. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, bro. You're cute as hell.
So are you?
Bro, preach.
I'm trying to find a stranger and convince them to like come over and bake cookies with me.
Okay.
Would you be interested?
When do you want to do that?
Tomorrow.
Maybe.
Hey, what is your name?
Alexa.
Jillian.
Nice to meet you.
What do you have in store? One life away we can't explore, but I don't wanna get in the way no more, cause it's the type of feeling you can't ignore. I'm ready to break down the door, settle the score, can't let you go. I'm gonna smile on your face, you know that I love the taste. You told me once that I was crazy, I said, baby girl, I know, but I can't let you go, so don't you get me started now. I want a yes, I don't want maybes, cause they leave me where you found me. So don't leave. Ooh, I just love the way you got me feeling in love with the feeling.
Yeah, I'm actually soaked right now, so if we don't find bowls, I'm gonna be pissed.
You're soaked?
A little bit. Oh, pause.
I know the brothers in the comments taking notes. Like, okay, if this worked, I need to start doing it.
Very beautiful. You have a boyfriend? Yes. You do? What's your name?
Maria.
So beautiful. Julian. Nice to meet
like
you.
your name.
Thank you. I like you.
Oh, thank you.
Can
I like
I-
your eyes.
Thank you.
Beautiful eyes.
I like to look in yours all day.
Oh.
Can I get your number at IG or something? Instagram?
I can't.
Friend? We could be friends.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, I'll give you my number. Then you could, if you ever want to call me, you can. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to get your phone though. Yeah, you're very beautiful. My goodness, you got your nails done and everything.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I like them. I don't like long nails, but
Yeah, keep them short. Yeah.
okay.
Number 980.
And your name?
Julian.
Julian.
Yeah, Julian.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. Yes. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye.
I feel like a lot of people listen to defend and not listen to comprehend, because in my last post, all I said was, I'm not going to let what another man did to me dictate how I move in my next relationship. Meaning, I'm not going to hold what that man did to me against the next man. And y'all were saying, sis, so we just let men walk all over boundaries? No, I was saying, you're not finna mess up the lover girl in me. Okay, because I'm a lover girl at heart. And if you do not value what I bring, okay, on to the next. The next man will value that. And I don't know how y'all got that misconstrued, or how you weren't understanding what I was saying. But yeah, I am J Monique, and 2 can play that game right. Make sure you like, comment, and share to somebody that needs to hear this.
I think the hyphen looks chic. Lisa Smith Cole, it represents both of us.
No. It represents indecision.
Excuse me? My name is my identity. I'm not just giving it up.
You aren't giving it up. You are trading it for a new one. A unified one.
It's 2026, Cole. Women keep their names now. We are partners, not property.
Partners in what? A business or a family?
A family, obviously.
Then we need one name. One banner. If we have different names, we are just roommates splitting rent. I am building a legacy. A legacy needs a clear line.
But what about my legacy? My degrees? My reputation?
They come with you. But the team jersey changes. You can't play for the Yankees wearing a Red Sox hat.
I guess one team makes sense.
One team, one name, or no deal.
Fine. One name.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Ice Spice actually ruined SpongeBob for me. In fact, I was one of those kids who not only dressed up as SpongeBob, not only still has SpongeBob posters up on my wall, but the people behind SpongeBob wanted Ice Spice to make a song, and they had one major requirement.
The whole premise of the film is about SpongeBob becoming like a big guy, and so I have to really incorporate that phrase. Yeah.
And can you guess how many versions Ice Spice made of this song?
This was probably the 100th draft.
100 versions? This girl made 100 versions of this song. And you know what she came up with?
Big guy, SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay.
I'm gonna be honest, I never like criticizing people for their lyric choices, but this is insane! And honestly, what pisses me off the most is SpongeBob has some of the biggest bangers of all time. Like this one.
Let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song.
And this song.
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me.
And of course this song.
All just because I ripped my pants.
When Big Larry came around.
And this song.
Rusty pizza.
And this song. And this song.
Best time to wear a striped sweater.
And this random song.
Squidward is my best friend in the world. Squidward is my best.
And this song.
I'm a goofy goober.
And this sad song.
I'm sorry I neglected you.
And this song. And this banger.
Its grill is not a hole.
And of course, the greatest song of all time.
Never sacrificed a will.
And by the way, that doesn't even include one of the greatest songs ever that wasn't actually written for SpongeBob, but was included at the end of the movie, so everyone thinks it is.
This is the greatest day of my life.
Or the SpongeBob musical, who had some of the most famous artists and songwriters ever write the music.
I am ready, it's about to set sail.
But the thing that pisses me off the most is that all the kids that are watching this movie right now that are hearing this Ice Spice song
SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay.
will say in the future when they grow up that it's the best SpongeBob song when songs like this exist.
Then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you.
Unpopular opinion. Some of y'all got a good man, know he a good man, but act like you need a good man. But whenever you push that good man away and then another woman gets that good man, you'll be sitting there looking confused and be saying how he ain't shit. But you know he a good man. Why not just treat him like he a good man right now so that you can keep your man in your relationship and your sanity? Because from what I understand about re-entering into this dating world, you don't want to do it. So if you have a good man, treat him like he's a good man, especially when you know it.
First of all, why is you calling yourself a doctor, bitch? You po bitch, just like Dr. Umar calling himself a doctor.
He's not a doctor. We haven't found any records. Dr. Umar Johnson is in fact a doctor. Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm a doctor. If she a doctor, I'm gonna be a doctor too. I'm Dr. Stud.
Yeah.
No.
But you do know she was dating Ty recently, but she gives heterosexual black women advice on how to get men, keep men, how to be wives. But she's never been a wife. She claims she's been engaged 5 times. And my thing is, if you've been engaged 5 times, it's not the nigga.
That's 5 red flags. When a motherfucking bitch show you 5 flags, trust me, you're not going to an amusement park, motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Those red flags is not for an amusement park. Listen, you don't even have a successful relationship. 10 years and you engaged for 10 years. Make it make sense.
But now she's dating women. Well, she has always dated women, but...
Make it make sense. You couldn't even land the plane. And you gonna tell me what to do. That's like a poor motherfucker that's in a cardboard box telling you what you should do with your mortgage or, you a poor bitch. Go have several seats. You know what I'm talking about?
Have several seats, Dr. Cheyenne.
No bullshit. She on the board. She cute though. She fine as hell. You fine though, baby. But she full of shit. She full of motherfucking shit.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have a successful relationship. You couldn't, I wouldn't even, I'm not trying to hear that shit. And I saw how she was trying to read Cam Newton. I saw how she was trying to read Shannon Sharp. Man, they didn't have the answers for her. Shannon Sharp wouldn't have the answers for her any goddamn way.
Why you say that?
No harm, Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
But you a lollipop. You a sucker. You gave a white bitch $20 million. Come on, bruh. What the fuck is you doing?
And they really, really do have a point. I thought I heard 4, but now they're saying it's 5 times that she was engaged. I was going to give you 2 of those to where something bad happened, but the other 2 is like, how is this continuing to happen? Well, I just didn't feel like God, this, and that. Somebody somewhere isn't listening, because if you get engaged 4 times, how many people get engaged more than one? You got engaged 4 times. So what she's actually doing is she's taking lessons from, or like lessons from her, not just her relationships in general. And then she's trying to put all of those together and say, hey, here's what I would do in that situation, right? The only problem is none of them ever really went the distance, right? For one reason or another, after 5 times, why would I continue to trust your judgment? That's what we have to ask. Why would I continue to look at you and say, okay, she's gonna lead me in the right way. She's gonna lead me in the right path. Absolutely not. At some point in time, no disrespect, but after 5 engagements, come on, man. 5 of them? What are we doing? Like, nobody ever landed? Nobody ever hit the spot? Nobody was like, oh yeah, this is going to be the one. It's been in like 1 to 2 years in each relationship. Like I said, about 10 years being engaged. What are you doing? What are you not doing right? At some point in time, stop telling these stories about, oh, I was successful and I supported this, and this, and start telling why you kept on breaking off engagements.
Hi. You're really pretty.
Oh, thank you. I know this kid.
Who?
Dude, his older sister is like only.
Oh, wait. You mean this guy?
Yeah, that's you.
I get that so much, bro. I really do. I honestly don't even see what we're either. No, I don't even see it. Like, this is definitely not me. That's not me.
Some random girl said, "See you later, Pinky."
Pinky. Well, it's only going up from here, so I'm only going to become more famous. Deal with it. Don't be so sensitive, like a little bit. Do you really think I'm not a good sister?
Well, it's not that you're not a good sister. It's just you gotta think that your actions don't just have doesn't affect not just only you, but it also affects me. Like next year, I'm gonna be applying for colleges, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that with things that are on the internet. But like get a girlfriend because people they already know.
Bro, I'm sorry. I really don't want it to affect you.
There's nothing else I can say. Like you.
Makes me sick is that this girl ruined his entire life, like his entire future, and traded it for some money. And what no one's talking about is like the parents. The fact that the parents actually allowed that to happen. He didn't just get exploited by his sister so that she could sell her noodles on the internet, her chocolate starfish for less than a Happy Meal. Exploited by his parents too. The very people that were supposed to protect him, they traded it for money too. You decide to sell your love flaps on the internet, you're not just making that decision for yourself. You're making that decision for everybody else in your life, your younger siblings, your kids, maybe your future partner. And these aren't things that the industry and sex workers want to teach young girls. No, they just want to be like, come here, we got money. They don't teach them about what happens when you turn 25, that you suddenly regret it, that your brain develops and you're thinking about the future a little bit more logically. They don't want to tell you any of that because it doesn't make them money. And OnlyFans used to give out cash bonuses to models who got freshly turned 18-year-olds to sign up through their Sign Up Through Me link. That should have been the first clue. The sex work industry relies on preying on children. In fact, I actually talked about it on the Whatever podcast about the statistics. This is only from the United States of how many children are unconsensually exposed to y'all's weird OnlyFans pages and your OnlyFans promotions on Instagram. Oh, but I forgot. Chloe, we can't talk about this stuff, right? Even if I may be speaking from experience, doesn't matter. Girls must stick together.
I
I almost didn't even see her sitting there. She looked like a piece of insulation. A lot of women today don't understand that there are men that don't mind clingy. There's a lot of men that actually like clingy women. For this man, he clearly likes it. This is the flex that he thinks it is.
Well, isn't that an interesting question? So since some men have difficulty controlling where their eyes go, they shouldn't be in charge of countries? But I find that to be very interesting. Again, we have another individual blaming all men for the actions of some and insinuating that that makes them unqualified to lead. Well, if we're going to be on that note and being that petty, well, we could also say that there's a lot of women that can't control not only their emotions, but their opinions that come out of their mouth, and they put some of the most interesting things out there on social media for everyone to see. And honestly, that doesn't make a lot of women look good. So if we are going to judge all women just by the same standards that we judge men on the actions of some, then why exactly would some women be advocating that they're even remotely capable of leading?
And until you're married, you are not responsible for going head to head with her brother or her family that's giving her issues. You're not responsible for providing her housing if something goes awry in her family.
She don't have nowhere else to go, though. But that's not your wife.
Guess what? You're not responsible for paying her bills.
That's called tricking where I come from. Come on and let the church say. Come on and let the church say.
Anything that you would do for your friends, be willing to do for a friend. But if you're not letting your boys or your girlfriends borrow your car for 3 days, nor should he or she.